You are looking live at Chad Richardson Stadium in Edmond, Oklahoma. A beautiful, hot, muggy day in Oklahoma. High of 92, low of 75. Partly sunny and a 61% humidity for us. Caleb, how are we feeling today?
Did they take the waterfall into the account with the
Did they take? They might have taken the waterfall into account. You see it right here.
Yeah,
everybody, you see it right there. It's a very pretty, very pretty waterfall. I mean, this is a beautiful stadium, beautiful facility here at University of Central Oklahoma.
Yep. Well-known D2 powerhouse.
Exactly. First beer at Two Docks to whoever in the chat can guess where University of Central Oklahoma is and what.
It's a tongue twister.
Sorry, what conference they play in. Don't look it up. Don't use Google.
Ball knowledge.
Ball knowledge.
We will know.
That's what we preach. That's exactly what we preach. Well, Caleb, we're here. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
That was really good. It's one of the easiest 5-hour drives you'll ever make.
Yep.
You know, it's one of those that's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
So, but we got in last night. We had some fun in the hotel, got everything set up for the stream, and now we're here. I mean, we got taken out for some very good Mediterranean food.
Yep.
You know, that was.
Shout out the ownership group for Oklahoma.
Better than any other.
Any other? Yeah. This is the first time like an ownership group in our league has been like, hey, you guys should come out to our game and broadcast. Because I'm pretty sure. So here's the whole impetus of us being up here in the UCO Stampede Club. I said we were going to do something in their parking lot. And Abdullah just said, like, no. You should not do that. You should have a room in the stadium.
And we are.
Oh, now here we are.
Honestly,
here we are.
If with how bad it is outside, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's not great.
It is bad.
That would have been an awful show. I would have been sweating through my shirt. I would have had sweat stains all around. Would not have been a good time.
Oh yeah. Well, let's bring on our guest picker here, the play-by-play for Oklahoma United. Welcome to the show, Danny Katula.
Step over that.
Let's see if I've got the thing ready. Yay!
Hey,
there we go.
Man, pleasure to be here, guys. Again, this is a really, really cool thing that y'all are doing. We were talking about it before we went on air. There's just so few clubs that are doing what both of our clubs are trying to do and really reward fanship, you know?
Yes.
And really give fans the attention and the excitement and things that they deserve. It's so hard already to capture fans' engagement, and it's just really, really cool that we're not the only club in the league that's really like making that a priority. So really honored to be here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes, thank you as well for being here. And you do play-by-play for the Oklahoma United. How is that? How do you like the job so far?
Man, I mean, I've been really, really fortunate to call games at a lot of different places in a lot of different sports. I've been really, really spoiled at a lot of different places, but there's just absolutely nothing like this ownership group and how confident they are in their product and how much they're willing to put whatever it takes into making this product really, really good. So that for me as a broadcaster, you know, having those years of experience to come in and saying, hey, these are the things I can do. So often you run into, oh, we don't have the finances, or like, oh, we don't really think that's going to work here. And I show up here and they're just like, yeah, whatever you want to do. Like, yeah, we'll make sure it happens. And it's really refreshing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It feels really good. And I mean, I hope that that is something that's visible on the broadcast side too, you know, that I'm able to pay that off and say, hey, you know, here's the benefit of you guys saying yes to all these things. I would like to think that it's a really strong broadcast this year. So it feels really good to be able to be in an environment like that. It's been so much fun.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Not to bring up the sore subjects, but you've had the ability to call some really good games here. We're obviously going to talk about it, that 4-3 game last week.
Yep.
That one hurt.
Now, you are not on Oklahoma official channels, and we'll say whether you want to or not.
We can say whether you want to or not.
That was one of the worst penalty calls I've ever seen in my entire life.
You could just react to that because
we are proud Tuck West Texas people here.
Yes, so, very proud Tuck West.
I know about Texaco,
yeah, absolutely. And Danny, oh my gosh, we were up like 7-8-0 against Houston, absolutely whooping them, and we're paying more attention to our phones on that match.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
And yeah, we're just like, okay, this is a lot more interesting because we were updating them as we went along. I think we were up like 5-0, and we're like, guys, 3-0 West Texas, 3-0, and then we're like 1-3. 2-3, 3-3. Oklahoma's coming back. They're storming Bover.
And we're celebrating with all our players coming by, and I feel a notification on my phone. It's like somebody texted me or whatever. I took a look at it, 4-3.
4-3.
And we're just like,
we're on top of the league, guys.
Yeah.
And they learned like right then and there that they were on the top of the league. That's very special. That's very, very cool. So, yeah, what was that game like for you specifically?
Oh man, I mean, I am very, very specific, and I really pride myself on trying to be as neutral as possible, right? Especially on a broadcast.
You have to be on a broadcast.
I think there's a lot of value to that, and I mean, especially tonight, there's going to be so many fans at Two Docks, if I'm not mistaken, and just all across Lubbock who are going to be really excited to tune into this. And it's such a bummer when you have a broadcaster who's like so much of a homer, you know, and it's like, oh man, like I can't, like you don't know anything about my team, you didn't do your research. That's annoying for me, so I try not to do that for other away fans too. But that being said, like, and y'all know this, there is so much like heart that you put into that team that you follow all season long. You know the players, you've met them, you've talked with them, you know their stories, and so it almost is like a part of you that loses when the team does.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's one thing, you know, to lose as badly as we were losing and to have, you know, it's disappointing of a first half. Good moments for sure in that match, and just things didn't go our way. And you come all the way back and you start to think, wait, could we really do this? You know, is this really possible? Could it happen? You really start to dream after that second goal.
Yes.
You're like, well, let's see. And you get that third one, and it's just euphoria. You know, such a great feeling. And it just gets ripped out. And I mean, it's so funny because I've looked back at the penalty decision too. For me, there's a pretty high barrier for what should be a penalty in terms of inside the box. You know, obviously up to everybody's interpretation. But it's no matter, I wasn't even thinking about that, to be honest, in the moment. Like, oh, was it the right call? Like, just the fact that, especially here, there's no VAR, so there's not a lot of point in thinking about it. You're just like, oh, man, was that really?
Whatever the ref saw is what the ref
that's
saw.
What you're going to get either way. Yeah. So especially in that moment, you're trying to transcribe to everybody what's going on and carry that emotion into, you know, that moment. And it was just so depressing. To be honest,
totally
you're
understood.
Just like, man, we deserve so much more from this. And I mean, Alberto de Miguel's not going to miss that. I mean, that's maybe he's like a guy who shall not be named on this. I didn't know.
It's okay. You can name him. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's
obviously
okay.
a very talented player. So I mean, he's not going to miss that shot. So I mean, you saw it get whistled, and you're like, well, that's it. Really, really painful. But I mean, there was Houston, but obviously I think this was the match, like looking a week and a half ahead, that frustration, like everybody immediately was like, okay, now it's Lubbock.
Now it's Lubbock.
Lubbock is where we really redeem ourselves and get that emotional boost back going into playoffs. And this is always a game circled on the calendar for both sides, I think. But especially now, it's like, okay, we've got to figure this out. It's our one shot against them in the regular season. We got West Texas twice, beat them the other time, so it's not quite as bitter. I can tell you for a fact that this one means a lot. Training with the ownership group. This is a club that's held in very high regard by Oklahoma United, and so obviously you want to go out and beat that team.
Of course,
that's got such a high
absolutely,
level.
Of course. Yeah. I from a broadcaster to a broadcaster, what does your spotter sheet look like? I want to know.
Oh, man. So I have a couple different ones, and this has changed over the years. I have like a single sheet that's just like match facts. It's when the teams have played each other, which obviously is empty tonight, first time the teams have played. But then you've got, last few results. You've got what's coming up next. Just kind of some fast facts for both sides, the matchup, leading goal scorers, things like that. That fits on one page for me because I write really small. And then beyond that, in terms of individual players, this year is a new thing. I've gone to Post-it notes. And the nice thing about that is you can stick them in and out. So, like, let's say we have this table, and I can, like, somebody gets subbed in. I can just
take it out, put it on.
Them.
Oh, that's
really,
good.
Really nice.
That's good.
And so I can fit exactly what I need to, like, goals for the season, what he did last time, what he did against the team last time if they've played. And that all fits on that note card. Like, that's when I get out of here. That's what I'm going to go do is finalize, figure out, like, who the lineup is. And that way I don't have to, go and have, like, 30 different guys. Because, I mean, these are large rosters. So I can just go in and make those 11. And then I'm set. It works out really, really well. There will be tweaks. There always are from season to season, but that's how it looks right now.
So you're the only one up in the booth, right? You don't have anybody else helping you, so you're just a one-man crew.
No help. Nope, just me. And I will say Maya Johnson-Guest deserves a shout-out. I have no idea if she's listening to this. She's our correspondent, so in the booth, she's up there for pregame, giving some insights, and then she's also at halftime and at full-time getting comments and live interviews from coach or a player.
Very cool.
Depending on how things go, and so that's been really, really cool. I'm certainly not alone in the production value. UCO's tech crew has been fantastic in setting all of what you see up. I'm really just a mouthpiece. Like I have so little to do and so much of a public feature, of what goes on, and so everybody's like, "Oh, you're doing all this." I was like, "Well, would love to take credit for all this."
That's how I feel when I come on the show. People, talk to me, and I'm like,
Like, you're doing so
I
good.
plug stuff in occasionally.
Well, Caleb, you didn't.
Finally did it right.
Yes,
I finally did it right.
yeah, he's always been putting in the wrong USB cable into the wrong USB-C port.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you almost have it. You're almost there.
But this time.
He got it, and I was so proud of him.
Every single moment, we're leveling up, right? I mean,
Yes.
this is the
Yes.
competition that you've
Look,
got to
it might have
reach.
took 9 games, but we got there.
And pretty
all right?
This
soon-
is the one that matters.
And pretty soon he can leave me, and I can I can
Yes.
do this all on my own, or I can leave him, or I don't want to do that, of course.
We're an
but
independent couple.
We're an
okay?
independent couple.
Independent
Yeah,
couple.
yeah. We're a
We
power
both have-
couple, but we're
a
still
power
independent.
couple.
you know?
True.
Let's move on really quick to around the Lone Star. We've got a few games that happened. Of course, West Texas defeating Oklahoma 4-3 here in Edmond. Brownsville defeating Fort Worth 4-3 as well. Another very close game in Brownsville. That was a fun one. Oklahoma defeating Houston 4-0. A little bit of a good victory before this match, and then Fort Worth defeating West Texas. A shocker on Wednesday, 1-0.
I mean, completely changed how the league is going to finish. I mean, that obviously gets Fort Worth in the playoffs. It takes West Texas out of the title race, and now it all comes down to the Big Two right now.
Absolutely, and the Big Two are playing tonight, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get your thoughts on that, the other game tonight, West Texas hosting Brownsville at 7:30 p.m. Central, and Brownsville is eliminated from the playoffs as of the Fort Worth result. But what do you think West Texas can do to kind of like solidify their placement?
You know what? Brownsville's a weird team.
Very weird.
That's a club that went out, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. Like they are streaky, and they're just thinking completely on the field. The way they play is very physical.
Yeah.
It's very counter the rest of the league. So in a league where it's almost all the same kind of structure, the teams are made up the same way. You've got the same kind of prototypes of players from team to team. Brownsville's very different, and they play very much as a unit, and you just get weird results with them because the talent is not the same talent that you look at Lubbock the whole way down, and it's D1 guys, it's UCA, it's Ryder, it's all these and then with Oklahoma United, just elite D2, D3s, NAIAs, they've played together for years and years.
Yeah.
And Brownsville, I'm like, man, I have no idea who any of
these guys
are.
it's
and
interesting.
They show up and play really good football.
Yes.
And that's been the thing with Brownsville for years. I mean, you look at them the last 2 years. That's why I don't know if you watched our show at the start of the season. We were predicting the table. We both have them at second because that's just where they were.
It
the
was
past
not
couple
an
years.
unreasonable thing to
Yeah.
think at
And
all.
then they get hit with a points deduction. They lose that first game at Arkansas. We go there and beat them 3-2. I mean, it was just momentum with them.
It was such a weird thing because they started off the year with 8-1 versus Houston, and you're like, oh shoot, this is going to be a pretty serious competitor, and it didn't turn out that way. But all that to say, West Texas clearly one of the 3 most talented teams, one of the 3 most consistent in the league. They'll be in the playoffs for good reason.
Yep.
But that is a trap game. With a capital T, and so they're just going to have to really go out and play their style of soccer. They did a really good job against us of kind of playing to the way we played.
Yeah.
Tactically, they're very, very well coached. Even though y'all stole their coach last
Yes.
year, they have recovered really well, and it's cool because they brought their assistant up.
Yes.
And so they were able to keep a
So
lot of
it's
continuity.
very much a similar system, and that's I'm pretty sure that's how West Texas was able to defeat us. They know how David does the system. So come July 5th next weekend, we're going to see if they
that's
can
gonna
come
be
back in
great.
here,
Great
barnstorm a little
watching.
bit.
Yeah,
So
I'll be
that'll be a
watching
great
that one
watch.
for sure.
That'll be a great watch indeed. Coming up, of course, Arkansas hosting Oklahoma. You guys going out there Wednesday, July 2nd, and then a doubleheader on the day after Independence Day. You've got Fort Worth hosting Houston at 7:30, and then at 7:30 as well, our home closer at Lowry Field, West Texas, coming into play for the El Dustico Trophy. And that reminds me, if you want to get your merch in time for the TIFO, we've got our TIFO T-shirt up on the Mozos shop. Get geared up for the Matadors' final regular season home game and playoffs at very, very complicated URL here. Mozos-lbk.printify.me.
We didn't change that because we fixed it last
We did.
night.
That is the direct link. However, you can go to mozos.org, go to the menu, click on shop. It'll automatically redirect you.
We were at war with WordPress last night. trying to get
It was
that
so funny
set
because
up.
you're like, I had no idea how to do this, and I go in and I click a few things. I'm like, we're good. But
Dylan,
we
that's
were
what he's here
battling
for.
we were battling a lot of slow interfaces and whatnot. So it definitely happens. Stylish hats, shirts, and stickers are all for sale. Directly benefit the Mozos atmosphere, home and away. Grab your El Desco Tifo shirt, but before June 30th for delivery before game day. So you guys got 2 days on Monday. Get that in before playoffs and get some merch before the game, of course, and for playoffs, of course. We're going to have a playoff shirt that we'll be releasing after our game on July 5th, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Danny, let's talk about the game tonight. What is your prediction?
Oh, man. I gave up the business of predictions a long, long time ago because I'm just comically bad at them. I'm not a sports bettor. I don't talk to people. I mean, when people ask me, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, well, and especially in this league, so many people ask me who, like, haven't watched the league.
Yeah.
And they don't really know how it is. Like, oh, who's the best team? Who's going to win? It's like, well, I can tell you more or less who I think is going to win, but it's almost just a lost cause.
The NPSL is just a crapshoot every year of what will happen.
Well, and the reason why is because there's so much just hidden talent in random places that you don't think about, and somebody pops off and has, a hat trick, and all of a sudden it's like, well, that team was two goals better than the other team, and they had 80% possession, and they lost 3-2.
Yeah.
There's just so many weird moments that can happen. Or like you have a bus breakdown, and the team shows up like 10 minutes to kickoff. There's just so many weird little oddities. I'm really excited to see tonight. Like, it's tough to say a prediction, but, I mean, these two clubs are not going to have a whole lot of excuses, right? Like, they've gone through the whole season. These are two teams that have had their squad for the most part. I know you guys have added a few lately.
Yes.
But in terms of who we're expecting to really see and who's going to contribute, like your Jack Thomases, right?
Yes.
Those guys have been there. They've been with the rest of the club. Everybody knows what they offer.
Yes.
Everybody's been able to watch the tape because both these two broadcasts are at the higher levels, right?
Exactly,
so we know exactly what to expect from each other. And we just get to watch two of the more talented teams go out there, if not the two most, and just figure out who's better on the day, right? I mean, you've got home and away, obviously, but, I mean, y'all are no strangers to this. Yeah, right.
It's on the
so,
day.
I mean, exactly. So, I mean, you're going to show up and really just see who wants it more and who is going to earn it tonight with little to no excuses. So I'm really hoping that it's as controversy-free as possible and we're able to just watch really good soccer.
Yes.
That's my hope.
Up for a very, very good, clean game, start to finish, fun game, start to finish. Let's take a quick look here at the updated table. Lubbock at the top of the table at 21. Oklahoma not far behind at 19. West Texas 3 points behind at 16. Fort Worth at 12. And Brownsville, Arkansas, Houston, unfortunately eliminated, but there's a ton of movement that can happen in this top four here. If Oklahoma wins tonight, we could see a lot of movement. If Lubbock loses the next two, we can go from hosting to traveling for the next two playoff days. So, what do you think could happen here, Danny? Is there? Do you think we're going to see some chaos, or do you think some of these results will hold?
It's really hard for me to predict either team winning El Dustico twice in a year. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that off the bat, I just by the law of averages, which is definitely a horrible reason to predict something. But
that's true.
I don't know. It's tough for me to predict that. So it's tough for me to come, especially on this podcast.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
say that West Texas wins that one.
So be careful what you say.
Be careful what you say.
I see at the very least a draw there. Obviously, two teams that know each other, and it's just, I mean, in a sense, a rock fight, right? I mean, it's both teams are going to play well into each other's systems, and it's weird how those matches work out. Two of the more potent offenses, but sometimes in those sorts of matches, unpredictably, you get lower scoring just because they both know what the other one's going to bring out, and obviously two pretty solid defensive units too. I don't see many goals in that. 1-1 is probably a decent stab at it from me. Watch it be like 8-7.
Yeah.
Now that I've said that, but no, I mean it's. West Texas knows what they have to do. I think they go out and get things done against Brownsville. They know they're a trap game. They're going to be prepared. I would not be surprised to see West Texas go out and win. And I mean, if it does happen that Oklahoma United wins tonight, then you've got United at 22, Lubbock at 21, West Texas assuming they take care of business at 19. So any of those three
any results can kind
go
of
through. And West Texas does not need to worry about goal differential at all. If they win, and they have to against Lubbock to even be in the conversation, so let's say they draw tonight.
Yep.
Lubbock's at 22.
Which I'm going to bring that up right now really quick, that playoff picture here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So,
we've got all this. You've got visuals.
We've got the playoff picture for our viewers at home. OKU can be seated anywhere from first to third, but our playoff locks. Everybody on the left-hand side, they are in playoffs. Everybody in the middle, done. See you later. Goodbye. Pack your bags. You're out of here. Lubbock's odds here for the one side. We can win against OKU tonight and seal it up. Lock it up. Be done.
That's simple.
We must beat West Texas for more than 2 goals for the El Dustico, which may or may not be more important to fans, of course. But we'll see. Draw with OKU and West Texas. Thank you, Sean Dillon, for doing the math here. But there is potential that 2 or more points locks up that 1 seed and that regular season championship.
Is that magic number.
I did see on that second side there, I kind of go on a little bit of a yap session. I'm just going to read it out. 2 draws and an OKU win versus Arkansas will tie both teams 7-2-1. In that case, the tiebreaker will go to goal difference in head-to-head matchups. Right now, Lubbock has a goal difference of 20. Oklahoma United has 14. It should be okay for Lubbock, but there is a chance it could tank our chances for a 1 seed if we do get 2 draws.
Unless Arkansas just decides that,
I was gonna say you just
you never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
But United clearly has that ability to go out and score that many goals.
Yes.
We just see if it happens on the day. That's the thing. The NPSL, there's zero reason to ever predict anything.
Exactly.
You just don't know what's gonna happen. I know those 4 teams are in and those 3 are out. And
But you
that's
don't
what
know
I
where it is. Yeah.
I mean, well, here's the other thing. Fort Worth, that is not necessarily. It was a surprising result, but it's not like they don't have the talent to go and do it again. It's not
very true.
impossible that they find themselves in a conference final. It wouldn't be the craziest thing I've seen in the NPSL this year that they go through.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all 4 of those clubs could reasonably go in and expect and have high hopes that they're the one who represents the conference on that regional level. It's going to be absolute mayhem. With whatever combination we have of those 4, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, as you can see down here, 2 seed. If we lose to OKU tonight, not the end of the world, and a draw would be fine. We must draw with West Texas or beat West Texas for that 2 seed. Actually, beating West Texas, I believe, still secures us that 1 seed, potentially.
It would depend. So
depends on United. Depends on what you guys do.
Yes.
For the 3 seed, lose out. The worst option. Just saying, it's on the table. We cannot get 4th because we have those head-to-head tiebreakers with Fort Worth. So we'll be fine. Fort Worth is going to be 100% confirmed, the 4th seed, and we might see some movement between the top 3, and that's why this conference is electric. That's why this conference is so much fun.
Right there.
Thank you. From the professional himself, actually. Let's see here. So let's go and move forward on to the starting 11. As Caleb, you're going to check out their social media, see if we get a starting 11 here. But this was last game starting 11, of course. Duvon at number 14, the captain. Stefan, Tim, Theo, Mateo, Jamal hanging out at that front field. Momo, Jack, the 2 Jacks, Jack Thomas, Jack Pascal, both in the lineup as well. Bryce Glisson makes his first start, and then Andre Shefali, the goalie, 5 clean sheets. He can make a bed at this point. He can shout out La Quinta. We need to get him at the La Quinta, make those beds. So this was the last game starting 11, of course. Is there any update about our starting 11?
No update yet.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, look, this 11 kind of picks itself going into this game. I mean, besides the biggest area is going to be that midfield for us.
Yes.
And, where Duvon plays, are we going to move him back to the center of that back 3, or are we going to put him back at the 6? But, who's going to play? You know who I can tell you because I played Momo and Jack Thomas.
Yep.
Everything else, it is going to be who showed up in training this week. Obviously, the boys had the weekend off and came and trained all week.
Yep.
But Momo and Jack Thomas, those are going to be the
those
star
are the
boys
two
tonight.
the 2 guys that you're going to have to look out for, potential double coverage. If you are looking at OKU, Abdul Ashraf has been my top guy on Oklahoma. He's been doing a lot of good stuff. I believe got a goal last game against Houston. I think he's got about 3-4 goals on the season, I want to say.
Actually, that's his first of the year.
That's first of the year.
Oh, yeah. So, and I mean, it's weird because that matchup, you saw so much rotation because they played on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So they played, 48 hours later, and it's Houston, and so you're like, well, we just had this all-out war with West Texas.
Yes.
And an opportunity to see some new guys. So you had all 4 goal scorers in that one actually had their first of the year. If you saw Elliot Forrestier's, that was absolutely a laser.
Yes.
But those 4 guys who scored their first of the year, Elliot, for example, is in the 18. Not sure for sure yet. I'll see it on my phone here once I get off.
We'll see.
Whether or not he's in the 11. But, I mean, some guys in there that you're like, man, I haven't seen them all year. Are they any good? And they go out and just, put on a show. So, I mean, so much depth. And, I mean, Ashraf's a really, really good shout. And, I mean, he's rarely started. And you're just like, man, where is he going to play?
Yeah.
Louis Bassett on the ball. I mean, he's one of those guys who's almost faster with the ball than without it.
Yeah.
He just has the ball in his hands and you don't stop him. Abu Diallo has been in NPSL. It's his 7th season.
Wow.
With a lot of different clubs. All the way back to Springfield Demise way back
wow,
in the day.
okay.
Which met their demise
what
a long
a
time
pull.
ago.
Yes, they did.
Springfield
That's a
Demise.
pull.
Yeah, back when it was Demise NPSL, he was with them.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Graduated from OCU here, I think it was like 2015.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, this guy's big. Yeah.
He's a little unk. Yeah.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
It's okay.
We did accidentally have Duvon's age is 32, and
That was
he had
my bad.
and that was his bad, and
was my
he
bad.
corrected us on the pregame, the pre-show,
26.
and he was like, "I'm 26."
Isn't
I'm
that
like,
the most
yeah.
deflating moment when you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I
my
was
bad. It's
so
okay,
wrong."
Duvon.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
bud."
and one more thing I'll mention before Jamal Williams, I think, is y'all's Barbadian.
Yes,
on
Barbadian
this.
Yes, Jamal Williams.
Something interesting. We've got a Barbadian international ourselves. So
Oh,
Shea
cool.
Prescott on our back line. Again, he's in the 18. Not sure if he'll start yet. We'll probably see him at some point. Center back, outside back, very versatile. He has 4 caps for the Barbados national team as well.
Very cool.
We need to figure out if they played
I
together.
looked it up. I don't believe they have.
Okay.
The last
Okay.
time that Jamal played was in mid-2022, I think,
Okay.
in World Cup qualifying, and it's been more recent for Shea. But
Gotcha.
I'm sure they've crossed paths at some point.
100%.
Whether or not they've
Yeah.
been on the pitch
Yeah.
at the same time.
Maybe
I
on
saw
the
that
maybe
today. I was
training
like,
or something.
Yeah, I mean, surely they know each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of a cool little.
Maybe a
thing.
jersey swap after the
Small
game. That'd be
world.
really
Oh,
cool.
yeah, I'd love
That'd be
to
a really
see
fun
that.
one
Maybe
to see.
maybe I promise I'm a commentator. Maybe somebody will bring a flag. Oh, also a dope flag. I don't know if
Yeah, I
y'all-
love
Oh,
the
no,
Barbados
we've
flag.
had this
Yes.
made this comment
So
all year.
we have on at our stadium. We on the
yeah, they
opposite
set it up.
end.
Yeah,
we
with
set
all
up
the
all the
flags.
flags,
That's
and
so
the
cool.
Barbados flag is always right
That's
there.
awesome. One
Oh
of my
yeah.
favorites.
So yeah.
One of my favorites.
It's it's a great pull for
I'm
a
a
flag.
big flag nerd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the vexology? Is that the?
Yeah,
there
I
we go.
believe
There you
so.
go.
Vexology.
Yep.
Vexillology, I believe.
There you
yes.
go. I was like,
yes.
there's something wrong about that. But
My
yeah,
mom will
yeah,
call
there
me
you go.
Sheldon Cooper in the chat here really quick. That's going to be a
Fun
lot
with
of fun.
flags.
Fun with flags.
Fun
Welcome
with
to
flags.
Fun with Flags on the Mozos pre-show. All right. Caleb, you and I, it's our turn. Our score predictions. Let's talk about it.
I'll let
This is
you
gonna
go
be tough.
first.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a hard-fought game. The pressure is on. The pressure is mounted. We are playing at Central Oklahoma, and it all comes down to this. Whoever wins makes it in into that first seed slot. I think it's 4-3 Matadors, but I would not be surprised if we get a draw or even a loss in this one. You can't really predict a whole lot with this Oklahoma team. They're very good, and they're very versatile. And so that's the big thing for me. I think the Matadors can get a win here. It's definitely possible, but it's going to be close. It's going to be stressful. I might not have hair by the end of the match. Caleb.
That's why you got the hat.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
hat. Yeah, and
know,
the Pope costume, of course. I'm going to be the
Pope
Pope.
costume.
Oh, wow.
So I am the Pope.
See, I didn't know
Yeah.
about
So
that.
yeah. So if you see me
I'm
on the
gonna use
cameras,
that up there.
use it
Yeah,
up
I
there.
hope you
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Go
that-
for it.
that
Go
will
for
get
it.
mentioned.
But,
Absolutely.
so obviously coming into this game, we know it's going to be extremely emotional. There's going to be a lot going on tonight, and the big thing about the boys is they just need to not play to the occasion. They need to play to the game. Stick with our usual. Just like I know how coach has been all week. He's been very calm about it. Like this is just another game, although it's a very important game.
Yes.
Now we have a
Yes.
phrase in Texas about Oklahoma. Oklahoma would be in the Gulf of Mexico if Oklahoma didn't suck so hard.
Texas would be in the Gulf of Mexico.
I messed it up.
Sorry.
Whatever. That's my bad. Well,
No comment.
3-2 Oklahoma. 3-2 Texas.
You're gonna give it because you messed up. You messed up the analogy. It's like
3-2
it happens
Matadors.
to the best of us. It
3-2
happens to the best of us.
Matadors.
It's okay.
It does.
3-2 Matadors. Before we go, we've got a gift for you here, Danny.
no way.
We got a gift for you.
Oh, well, we got
Open
an
this on up.
unboxing video.
Here.
Okay,
I will.
yeah,
I will hold that for you.
Mozos
Uh-oh.
unboxing.
Let's see. Oh,
It's
no,
better
I'm
than the
scared
Mozos
of this.
mukbang we had earlier this season.
Yeah, the Mozos mukbang went crazy.
Yeah, I would have needed to keep an appetite for that. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Yes.
Look at this. Oh, we got the Griffin in here, too. Check this out.
There we
yeah,
go.
Let me hold this up.
So shout out HBCat13 for making
Oh,
this
that's so
awesome
cool.
poster. We gave it to the ownership group. We're going to give it to you as
Man.
well. And it's
Big
on our
thank you to
social
him.
media right there. So, yeah, they
That's
did a great
amazing.
job on this art.
That's really, really
and
cool.
we wanted to
I wanna hang this up
have
in my
something cool.
apartment.
Go
There you
for
go.
it.
This is
Go for it. This is what this match is going to feel like. It's
Oh,
going
I
to feel
love
like an
this.
all-out
Yes,
brawl.
Very much so. Yeah, two giants. Something to keep in mind, too, something to leave you guys with. Statistically, when you look at United, they are undefeated, nothing but wins in matches where they've scored first. When they have not
Okay.
scored first, the one loss and the one draw this season.
Okay.
So something
There
to
you
keep in
go.
mind. That first goal, there may be something to that.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Danny. I mean, that's really great to figure out. So, look, if Oklahoma gets the first goal,
Turn it off. That's
turn off the game. No.
Have a good night.
No, don't give up hope.
Don't
Never give up hope. Before we head out for the evening, I do want to mention that we will be back here for the post-match pint presented by Two Dogs Brewing. We will not have pints, but we will be here talking about it, talking about the match afterwards. It's going to be around 9:30 p.m. Central, so make sure to tune into that. We already have it live on our YouTube channel. Let's close it out with some ad reads here. Thank you to La Quinta, Oklahoma City, Yukon, conveniently located off I-40. La Quinta by Wyndham, Oklahoma City, Yukon is 12 miles from Will Rogers World Airport, OKC Airport, of course, and 13 miles from the downtown entertainment and attractions of OKC. Those fun attractions that Caleb and I were able to do this afternoon. Next time you're in Oklahoma City, stay at La Quinta, Yukon for the official hotel partner of Oklahoma United FC. Use code OKUNFC for 10% off your next stay. Go check them out. I want to thank them specifically for giving all of the Mozos free hotel rooms and for housing the team as well tonight. So thank you to La Quinta, Oklahoma City, Yukon, as well to our personal sponsor, Lubbock Abstract and Title. Whether you're buying, selling, refinancing, or building your home, Lubbock Abstract offers complete escrow, closing, and insuring services. Talk to Cam and tell them the Mozos sent you. And of course, we need to do another plug for the shop, baby. Get geared up for the Matadors' final regular season home game. Buy the merch. I have been a tank, a whale for this merch. I bought so much merch. I need somebody else to buy some merch right now. Yes. Look at the link down here, mozos-lbk.printify.me. Go to mozos.org. It's right there on the top there. And our West Texas TIFO shirt, you'll be able to get it, hopefully the math is correct, by the 30th. You'll get it before the 5th. You'll be able to wear it at the game. It's a red out as well, so check that out. Danny, you have any final words before we go off?
Oh, man. I mean, just for y'all who are listening, do not take this for granted, right? Like this content that y'all get on a weekly basis at every single match. I mean, not only just the effort to put this in, but also just the quality that these guys bring is top tier, and y'all know that. But, I mean, show these guys some love when you see them. It's just really so rare. I'm really honored to have been a part of it. It makes me really excited, and I am hoping the other team wins, right? So, I mean, like for y'all especially, one of those deals where it's just, I mean, y'all are really, really spoiled with these guys. They do a great job, and so I'm really appreciative of you guys and the work that y'all's entire club does. So, yeah, good luck to y'all, and I'm having a feeling we'll see you guys again sooner rather than later.
I'm hoping so. So. Caleb, any final words?
Go Matadors.
For Caleb Lester and Danny Cotula, this has been the Mozos pregame show. Stick around after the match for the post-game pint. We will see you. Go to the Oklahoma United YouTube channel. Check him out. He's going to be commentating the entire game, so good luck to Danny. Have a great one, and let's go Matadors.